What's good, video pros? Welcome to another episode of how to edit in DaVinci Resolve. Now, if you haven't already, check out my first video I did here, just explaining the pages, the media page, the cut page. We have the edit page, fusion, we have color, and we have Fairlight, and then we have the deliver. I just basically gave you a rundown on how things work. So, if the system seems to be freezing or having some trouble, there's quite a few things you can do here to get things running right. First, let's start over here under DaVinci Resolve and go down to your preferences, and we're gonna make sure everything's set up. Okay, so here we have it. This first tab here, memory and GPU. Here's where you can select the amount of memory you like for DaVinci to use. Now, it actually is only allowing me to use maybe 3/3 of my actual memory. I have 32 gigs. It's allowing me to do 24 gigs, which has been working for me. The more memory, the better. And then for here, we have our limited fusion memory cache. I like to leave it at about 12. I believe I can go up to about 18. Yeah, about 18. But 12 has been working for me. But if you're having some issues and it's claiming you don't have enough cache, you can come here and actually give it more. And remember to make sure that you give DaVinci Resolve as much memory as you can afford. If you're doing quite a few things on your computer, you may not want to use 24. You might want to use maybe just half of your memory inside of your computer. For instance, will be 16 gigabytes. Down here we have your GPU processing mode. This is going to use your best graphics card. You might have quite a few selections here, or you may have none. Depends on the computer. Alright, so then we have media storage. Here is where you want to pick your fastest drive. This is where you're going to store your footage. You're going to store just about everything. Underneath here, we have it where if it doesn't see your drive for some reason, let's come in and make sure this checkbox has been checked. Alright, and it will display the attached storage locations. Alright, and then we have the proxy subfolder. I like to keep it in the media file location, so wherever I'm storing my media, my proxies are going to be right in that folder with it. So this way I can, if I need to delete those proxies after I no longer need them, boom, I know where to find them. And then we have the decode options right here. I like to keep all these checked. It just helps with decoding. Alright, and we have video and audio input and output. You can use your FaceTime camera like me, or if you had another camera hooked up, your capturing device, you can actually just go ahead and select it here. Under audio, this is where you're going to select. If you don't hear any sound, you want it to come out your speakers, you just got to come in here and make sure as you select speakers. And then down here is just some more audio for external audio, source monitors, and so on and so forth. Video, if you had some plugins, they will be here. You can enable them. And then we have audio plugins, same. You can enable them or disable them. And then we have your control panel. Right here is where you can actually select a panel if you have one you may have purchased through DaVinci Resolve or any other type of panel that will work with this software. Fairlight, if you had also a console for audio, it would, and it's plugged into the computer, should be able to find it here. Alright, and then general, it's just basic stuff here. I'm not going to go into everything, but I like to leave optimized project, library, cloud and data service, data, traffic. This just helps, when I am using stuff or storage from the cloud. And then we have automatic tag rec 709. This just helps if I have some footage I shot. It's definitely 709. This will just tag it for me, which helps as well. And you can try all these. It's quite a few things you can do here. Moving on, we have the internet account. I have everything set up from my Blackmagic to my YouTube to Vimeo to TikTok to Dropbox, and then I haven't signed into Frame.io as of yet. And then we have Advanced. All right. Then under users, if you want some preferences here, you can do so. For instance, if you wanted to just reload your last working project on startup, this is where you can do it here. And again, there's quite a few things you can do in this actual UI settings. And then we have project, save and load. Here's again where you can select your backup location, live saves, projects, backups, timeline backups, and then you can talk about the amount of time you like for this to happen or occur. And we have your editing. This is just preferences for you. If you like to have 4, 5, 6, 7 track, every time you start a new project anyway, it'll have all your tracks here, your audio tracks as well. And then you can select stereo, and then quite a few other little options here. And we have color. And if you're in the color grading, this would definitely be somewhere you want to come in and just make sure everything is set up. Fairlight, same applies. If you want to come in here and set your actual user preferences, you can do so. Playback, same thing. And control panels, so on and so forth. Metadata, you can set it up here. And that's basically it for the rundown. Thanks for watching. Remember to capture those moments and do the best with what you have. Till next video, y'all. Peace. Please subscribe, like, leave those comments.